She boasted to have an elite relationship with her mother. The mother, who should be a great role model to her daughter, has brought about a critical trouble for her with the poisoning affair. Hi everyone. In this video, we will review the case of Mahek Bukhari, a well-known British TikTok video creator and social media influencer who, along with her mother, is charged with the murder of her mother's lover and his friend. So join me. Maybe together we find some new clues because the story is dark. With the emergence of social media platforms, many individuals discovered a new way to communicate with others, expressing themselves by posting videos and receiving views and likes. Many of these people made a good fortune with their active presence on social media, and Mahek Bukhari is one of them. Before going straight to the murder charge and how this famous influencer got involved in it, let's have a quick look at Mahek's life. Mahek, known as Maya, was born in 1999 in England, UK, although her exact date of birth is unclear. She is a British national with Pakistani ethnicity. Mahek is a social media personality, particularly a TikTok and Instagram influencer, sharing videos about fashion, cosmetics, and lifestyle niches from her bedroom filled with designer clothing and footwear on her social media page. She could gain many followers upon creating makeup tutorials online and also participating in TikTok challenges. She had 129,000 followers on TikTok and 45,000 on Instagram, as well as over 3,900 followers on her channel on YouTube, where she was known as Maybe Vlogs. She has received 3.3 million likes for her videos on TikTok. Maybe Vlogs' net worth is estimated to be about $250,000 US as of October 2022. Mahek lives with her parents and brother in Tunstall, Stoke-on-Trent. Her father is Ali Raza Bukhari and her mother is Ansreen Bukhari, the managing director of City Security Plus. Mahek is reported to be very close to her mother, with whom she appears in most of her videos. According to some available information about Mahek, she studied in a private school in her hometown and then went to a prestigious university where she received a bachelor's degree in fashion. She goes regularly to gym to keep her body fit. She prefers homemade food and tries to avoid junk food since she is very concerned with her health. It seems that I have provided necessary available information about Mahek. But what happened that this TikTok star name made headlines? As it happened, Mahek's mother, 45-year-old Ansreen, a married woman with children, was in a 3-year affair with 21-year-old Saqib Hussain, whom she met on a dating app. In January 2022, Ansreen decided to end her relationship with the young man. Heartbroken Saqib expressed his love for Ansreen, or as he called her, Anzi, begging her to continue their affair. As Saqib had confessed to her sister, he had started the relationship as a bit of fun, but had fallen in love with Ansreen. As estimated by Saqib's family, he had spent between £2,000 and £3,000 on Ansreen during their 3-year relationship, taking her out to hotels and dining in restaurants. Meanwhile, he had recorded sexually explicit photos and videos of Ansreen with himself, which were later found on his Instagram account. As reported, Saqib had made 1,702 calls to Ansreen in the months before his death, lasting 5 seconds or less, while Ansreen had called him about 200 times, with just a handful lasting over 3 minutes. When Ansreen did not answer Saqib's calls, provoked by anger, he attempted to blackmail Ansreen to convince her to return his calls, and threatened her to send the videos and photos to Ansreen's husband and son unless she speaks to him. He said, "I'll tell him, and make all your pics and video viral right now. On the other hand, Mahek was aware of her mother's relationship with Saqib, and while not approving, was trying to tolerate it. On January 4th, Ansreen confided to Mahek about the blackmail issue. The existence of explicit materials would not only break Ansreen's marriage, but would also destroy Mahek's relationship with her father, as well as her reputation as an active and successful social media influencer. Considering the trouble they were facing, Mahek replied to her mother Ansreen, "I'll soon get him jumped by guys and he won't know what day it is." Then the tragedy goes on. Mahek contacted Saqib, setting a trap for her mother's younger lover. She convinced Saqib to release the explicit videos and pictures and receive up to £3,000 in return. Mahek had told Saqib that he could meet Ansreen in the car park of Tesco in Hamilton, Leicester, and hand over his phone. According to Mahek's plan, if Saqib did not want to hand the phone over, they would cause him a serious injury, or silence him forever. Saqib's sister, Sana Hussein, who once had met Ansreen outside a hotel and told his brother to not continue his relationship with a married woman, later stated that upon hearing the meet-up plan from Saqib, she had warned him about the danger of such a meeting and the possibility that someone would rush him. It was a chilling and heartless plan, right? It ended more tragically when another man, an innocent person, got involved and killed as well. Let's go through the rest of the sad story. 21-year-old Mohammed Hashim Jazzuddin from Banbury in Oxfordshire was Saqib's cousin and best friend. Early on February 11th, 2022, Jazzuddin drove his friend on his silver Skoda Fabia to meet Mahek and Ansreen at the Hamilton Tesco car park in Leicester. As soon as reaching Tesco car park in Leicester, they spotted two cars waiting there with people wearing balaclavas inside. They got suspicious and fled up the A46. Those two cars left Tesco car park and started pursuing the Skoda Fabia, a pursuit that lasted over 10 minutes. During the pursuit, there was a phone conversation between Mahek and Saqib in which Mahek said, "Watch what I do to you." Being chased at up to 100 miles per hour along the A46, Saqib made a panicked call to 999, Leicestershire Police, telling the operator, "I'm being followed by two vehicles. They're trying to block me in. They've got balaclavas on. They're trying to ram me off the road. They're trying to kill me. I'm going to die. I just came to Leicester to see one of my mates who got to university here. They hit into the back of the car very fast. Please, I'm begging you. I'm going to die. No." Then his scream, followed by a loud crash noise, was heard. It was about 1:30 a.m. on February 11th, 2022. The Skoda Fabia smashed into the central reservation of the A46 dual carriageway by the Six Hills junction near Leicester, hit a tree, split into two, and burst into flames after being rammed off the road. Both Saqib and Jazzuddin were killed instantly in the collision and could later be identified by dental records. According to PC Joseph Raddings, the first police officer who arrived at the crash scene, hearing popping and banging sounds coming from the car and realizing debris flung out from the wreck, made him quite certain that there was no chance for the car passengers to be alive. Police officers could see a body hanging out the remains of the nearside passenger seat, but rescuers could not help due to the severe flame. 4 hours before the horrific crash, Saqib had messaged Mahek requesting to speak to Ansreen. With her refusal, Saqib sent a message that read, "I'm going to message your dad. Show him all the proof, the pictures, the messages with her saying, 'I love you.'" Now you may ask how police could find out that this incident was not a tragic road traffic accident, but a murder case. Bear with me. I will clarify it as it was later explained by the police. The police had no doubt that Saqib and Jazzuddin were murdered. The key indicator to this fact was the call that Saqib made to 999, explaining the issue and asking for help. For accurately investigating the crash, police referred to CCTV evidence, which showed the footage of the two cars which Saqib was talking about in his distressed phone call to 999, Audi TT and Seat Leon. With the cooperation of other forces, police could trace the Audi TT and Seat Leon. Later in the morning, and just 8 hours after the horrific crash, police went to Mahek and Ansreen's house for investigation. The Audi TT was rented by Mahek since her own car was left in the repair shop. While police were interviewing Mahek's brother about the car, she had a 14-minute call with another person involved in the crash, Rees Jamal, in order to fabricate a story to deceive the police. Mahek allegedly lied to police and claimed that she and her mother were going to Nottingham and accidentally ended up in Leicester. When Mahek was being interviewed by police, she admitted to know Saqib and that he had been harassing her. She did not mention her mother's affair with Saqib, pretending that she herself had met him once and had exchanged numbers since she had thought he was a nice man. But later, Saqib had started circulating fake pictures of both her and her mother and asked for £2,000 to £3,000 to stop harassing her. Moreover, Mahek claimed that Saqib had threatened to kill her father and brother. She stated that she was to meet Saqib at the Tesco store, but he did not show up. Then she drove up the A46 with her mother, where she saw a blue car disturbing a silver car. She said she did not know Saqib was inside the silver car and she had not seen the driver of the blue car. She alleged that later they saw the crash scene with the silver car on flames and she burst into tears at the sight of the wreck. While arresting Mahek, police told her to hand over her phone and the code to unlock it, and she provided a wrong PIN number to hide her involvement in the murder. Meanwhile, tracing the Seat Leon led police to 6 other individuals involved in the crash. Natasha Akhtar, 22, the owner of the Seat Leon, Rees Jamal, 22, Rakan Karwan, 28, Mohammed Patel, 20, Sanaf Gul Mustafa, 22, and Amir Jamal, 27, were the people arrested, along with Mahek and Ansreen. Rakan Karwan was driving the Audi TT with Mahek, Ansreen and Patel as passengers. Rees Jamal was the driver of the Seat Leon that collided with the Skoda Fabia, with the rest of the group as passengers. As later prosecutor Collingwood Thompson KC told the jury, all 8 had been charged equally with murder because of their alleged intentions on that night. They have all admitted to having been in one of the 2 cars chasing the Skoda. However, according to the prosecutor, they did not have any chance to lie because the data retrieved from their mobile phones are a reliable evidence of their involvement. However, all 8 have denied a charge of murder and an alternative count of manslaughter. According to the prosecutor, the crash was certainly not a road traffic accident, since CCTV footage of the scene shows that after the crash, they pulled in to check on damage to the Seat Leon, while one of them had a balaclava on, as Saqib had told the operator. The Audi TT and Seat Leon, which were taken by the police to be forensically examined for possible damages, show other evidences. Nothing serious was found on the Audi TT, while the Seat Leon had damage to the front, showing its collision at more than 80 miles per hour with the rear of the Skoda Fabia. The sophisticated tracking computer on the Audi TT could give the police a lot of data about where the car was and how fast it was going at all points while chasing the Skoda Fabia. Moreover, cameras on the M6 could record Akhtar's Seat Leon automatic number plate, which led to her arrest when she pulled into a petrol station near Junction 5 of the motorway near Castle Bromwich. On the other hand, Mahek Bukhari's husband, Ali Raza, has told Leicestershire police that he was not aware of his wife's affair for the past 3 years, and even did not know she was in a relationship with anyone. But he remembers that once, 4 or 5 months before February, someone with the name Saqib had sent him a comment on his TikTok account, telling him his wife was having an affair. He has stated that he had never told his wife about it, assuming it to be just nonsense. As the prosecutor has said, this case is about love, obsession, anger, extortion, and ultimately, murder. The trial is still ongoing. If this bizarre story captivated your attention, don't forget to like the video, leave your comments down below, and subscribe to the channel. Meanwhile, by hitting the notification bell, you can stay up to date each time we upload a new, dark case. Please don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. Until next time, stay safe. We will be with you again soon with another shocking case.